Hi, welcome to Living Fully. I'm Lauren Taub Cohen, the creator of Living Fully. And so, in this guided exercise, I'm wanting to offer support on how you can be with any aches, strains, or pain so you can get some relief. So often, when we're in discomfort, when we're in pain, our bodies naturally tense up, which then intensifies the pain, which causes us to tense up even more. And so we can find ourselves in a feedback loop where our suffering just continues to compound and intensify. And even language has a funny way of shaping our experience and intensifying it. Maybe you've heard yourself or found yourself saying something like, "My back is killing me," or "I can't stand my hips," or "this ache in my knee is so annoying." And yeah, understandably, that may be true. I'm not pushing back against that. But can you see how that phrase, "my is killing me," can kind of pit us against ourselves? We can feel like that pain, that discomfort is something to be pushed away, killed off. And that does, it makes sense. Who wants to be in discomfort? You know, who likes pain? But that inner struggle, that inner conflict of pushing against, not wanting it to be there, trying to kill it off, can also intensify our suffering. And that can put us in a bind because what do we do? How do we both respect our experience, honor the truth of how we feel, without getting swept away in what I call the what if worries, or that kind of duking it out and what I call enemizing the pain. And that's what I'll be speaking to, pointing to in this guided exercise of inviting you to be with your experience, that place that's hurting or in distress, discomfort, inviting you to turn towards it and be with it. And any worries that come up around it, or maybe something not even wanting you to be with that pain in the first place. And so, my hope is by being with your experience in this way, you begin to feel a bit more ease, and get a bit of relief without anything needing to change or be different from how it is. It sounds paradoxical, and it's possible. And of course, let's see how this goes for you. And of course, if anything I say or offer doesn't fit or feel right as we go, please do what would. And so, taking some time here to make any adjustments. Of course, feel free to make any adjustments as we go. And if you need more time, you know, feel free to pause this recording. Yeah. So, as a way of starting, just letting awareness come more and more to your whole body as it is here and now. Feeling the support of what you're sitting upon. Maybe noticing where your body meets and receives that support. And feeling the support beneath your hands. And the support beneath your feet. Allowing your body to be as it is, feel as it does. And feeling your breathing. Allowing your breath to be just as it is, however it is. And if you like, you might notice what already feels open, flowing, pleasant, even just a bit. And acknowledging any areas or places that don't feel like that. They're welcome too. And letting awareness come more and more into that whole inner area of your body, including your throat, your chest, stomach, and belly. And taking some time right now to just notice how you are in this moment, the mood that's there, the weather within. Maybe allowing that mood that's there, the weather within, to be there in a wordless way. If a word comes, great. And if a word doesn't, that's okay too. Sometimes it's even nice to just notice and be with what's there in a wordless way. And if what's there needs more of your company, more of your time, feel free to tune me out as I move on. Yeah, so I'm imagining there's some place in you that's aching, hurting. And just letting your awareness, letting your attention move towards that place in a really gentle, non prodding, non fixing kind of way. And just sensing that place or that area freshly. So often we refer to a place as the pain or the ache. And here we're practicing sensing freshly, letting a description come from this place that's feeling this way. And it actually might take some time to sense freshly and allow a description to come freshly. This might be hard. And if so, that's not about a reflection of anything being bad or wrong. It's that you're really giving time for this place to describe itself, as opposed to you describing it. Yeah, letting a description come from this place. Maybe that comes in words like burning, heavy, twisted. The description comes, then checking it back with that place to see if it fits. Maybe it does. Maybe there's more. Just allowing that description to change if it needs to. And description can be a few words like hot and pinchy. Maybe the description comes in the form of an image like twisted up rope. And then offering that place an inner hello. And you can say inwardly or out loud, hello, I know you're there. And I get you're feeling this way. And if what's there feels really intense or uncomfortable, you can bring a gentle hand to that place as a way of saying, hello, I know you're there. And I get you're feeling this way. We're not trying to fix it, change it, talk it out of how it's feeling. You're here offering it company. And see if it's okay to be with this place. Maybe it is, or maybe there's some kind of inner hesitation or a very clear no, something not wanting you to turn towards and be with this place. And if there's something like that there for you, that's what needs company first. It's there for a good reason. So you might say hello to that one. Something in you that's not wanting you to be with this place. And let it know you hear that. And you can even sense if it's worried. You can, maybe it's not wanting you to experience something. by being with this place. Maybe it's not wanting you to get overwhelmed, or it's worried that if you're with this place, it'll get bigger. The suffering will increase. So just sensing what it's, yeah, if there's a worry there. If it's worried, how about we start there? Sensing if it's worried. And if you get a yes, and sensing what it's not wanting you to experience from being with this place. No, it's worried about something. And if something comes, let it know you hear that. Like saying inwardly or out loud to it, I really get you're worried things will feel even worse if I'm with this place. I really get you're worried you don't know what will happen if I'm with this place. No, you're not pushing back on it or, you know, convincing it to think differently, feel differently. You're letting it know you get it's worried. It's not wanting you to experience something or feel something. And checking back with it to see if it's feeling a bit more understood. You know, maybe it's worried what comes next is it's worried that this will never get better, that it'll always be like this. And if something like that comes, then let it know you hear that. You could say inwardly or out loud, I really get you're worried that it could always feel like this, that I'll be restricted. And see if it would feel right to turn back towards that place in you that's feeling this way. Maybe it would feel right, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe this one that's worried still needs to share more about what it's worried about. And so, if that fits your experience, feel free to stay with that one. That's what needs company. Just continue listening and letting it know you get it. You get how it's feeling. You get what it's not wanting you to experience, what it's not wanting you to feel. And then for some, it might feel okay to bring your attention back to that place in you that's feeling this way. And you might even say to this place, I'm here with you. You can let your hand rest there or not. I have two more invitations, so see if it would feel right to continue, or if doing this much, going this far, feels like enough. And so as you're with this place, feeling the way it does, you might sense how it would like you to be with it. Maybe it just wants to be allowed or to not be shouted at, like as if it's bad or wrong for feeling the way it does. Yeah, so just sensing how it might like you to be with it. If nothing comes, that's okay too. We're not pushing it or rushing it, we're just creating some space. If it wants to share, doesn't have to. You can just continue sitting with it in this warm, gentle, curious, I'm here with you now kind of way. In a few moments, we'll look for a comfortable stopping place. And maybe just taking some time to notice how it feels to be with your experience, how to be with this place in this way. And notice if there's been any shifts within. Maybe there's been a, deeper breath or an easing up somewhere. And if you do notice a pleasant shift, even a small one, even in a different part of your body, right? Then let's take some time to savor that. We're not pushing anything away or not at all. It's just we're including this pleasant shift in our awareness and taking time to savor that. And as a way of savoring a pleasant shift or a bit more ease or a bit more space, you might let your body make any movements it might like to make as a way of savoring that shift. And as a way of ending, you might let this place know you'll be back or it can stay with you. Yeah, and maybe even checking to see if it feels a bit more understood. It may even like you being with it in this way. Yeah, so just those are my words, but maybe checking to see if those fit somehow. That maybe it liked you being with it in this way. And as a way of ending, if it feels right, thanking your body's process or what came into awareness. And at your own pace and at your own time, Coming back to the room you're in, the space you're in. And looking around the room you're in, space you're in. Allowing your body to make any movements or adjustments it might like to make. So I'm curious how that was for you, what you noticed as you were with your experience in this way. And feel free to share any part in the comment section below, and questions are welcome too. And I know even from personal experience, being with pain can be really hard and challenging because it is easy to get swept up and away in what if worries. And so if you'd like some more individualized support, feel free to visit livingfully.org to schedule a free chat. And yeah, and I can learn more of what you're experiencing, and I can share how I could best support you so that you can live more freely and fully, even if what's there is there, feeling the way it does. Yeah, so bye for now and see you soon. Take care.